What's going on, y'all? Today is November 28th. It is Thanksgiving. It's your boy, Coach SB. And today I want to talk about my experience and perspective on the holidays as whether you want to call it a chosen one, awakened one. Um, Overall, I'm sure there's going to be many of you out there who connect with this, right? In terms of those of us who are in the collective that have gone through our awakening period. And because of the awakening that we've done and have gone through, as well as the timeline shifts that have happened, especially over these past couple of weeks, we're in a whole new timeline where life just looks different, life feels different. And for many of us, we may have for a while have known that the holidays don't really be holidaying the way they used to, and they don't even mean what we were told, secondly, right? But these days, we may not even feel any type of connection to the holidays. And also, we may not even feel any type of connection to many people around us who we've known sometimes their entire life. We're in a really weird space right now that everyone's masks have fallen. So you got your awakening, you got a new understanding of life. What do these holidays really mean? What do they really root from? I saw something on TikTok about the history of jingle bells. And then when you realize these different things, it's like, why are we even celebrating this? But then you'll be the oddball out because not everyone is at that point of awakening, right? And so this is probably one, I don't want to say the worst, but this is probably one of the worst holidays that I've experienced just because when I really sit back and reflect, and when I look at life for what it is right now, there's not a lot of people around right now. Like literally, y'all see who's around right now. And I have to laugh because this is not gonna be a sad video, but it is an introspective video. Um, it's just the reality of what's going on. I'm a realist, right? And so the reality is Spirit said a lot of people cannot come with you on this journey. And it's moments like this, it's moments where you have to stand still because life stands still, right? Most things are shut down right now. Everybody's at home and nobody really trying to be bothered like that. You can't really go out nowhere, nothing's open. So when you have that standstill and you stand with yourself, you really get to the nitty gritty of where you are, at least if you're a reflective person like I am. And so I want to encourage everybody out there. If you're a chosen one, if you're an awakened person and you are spending the holidays alone, well, just know that you're more powerful than you even know, in the sense that most people could not have done what a lot of us have decided to do, in the sense that we sacrificed the old life that we knew in order to get closer to the Most High. And just thinking about that is a very, very beautiful, touching thing. It's a spiritual feeling in of itself. But that meant that we had to let a lot of things go. So this timeline shift on top of that is really crazy because I feel like even though we have these realizations, it looks way different than what it might have looked through the last timeline jump. Since the last timeline shift, we have robots front and center now. We have the mask falling off of people, so it doesn't matter who that person is and what history you have. You're going to know if that person has good intentions for you. You're going to know if that person has ill intentions for you. You're going to know if that person is mentally well to and fit to be around you, because a lot of people are going through mental illness right now. A lot of people are then hurting others, right? So because of that, a lot of us are realizing, oh, we can't be around certain types of individuals. We can't be in every type of space. It's a lot more secluded in that sense, right? You can't be around an environment where it's going to be narcissistic abuse. It's going to be emotional abuse. It's going to be people playing in your face. We're at that point now. We love ourselves so much now that we're not just going to go with anything, right? And put ourselves in any situation. But then when you make that sacrifice for yourself and for God, it is a more lonely path, but it does not mean that you're alone. It does not mean that you're alone. It means that physically you may not have as many physical vessels around you, but you have a spiritual team. You have a spiritual team. And so that's just the beginning of why I feel like the holidays are just so different these days. They don't hit the same. For the past couple of years before this one, I would go back to New York and see people and this and that, but I just didn't feel the reason to do that because I'm like, if we haven't been tapped in throughout the year, why I gotta tap in now all of a sudden? Why we gotta fake tap in now all of a sudden? No, we should have been tapped in. If you felt like you wanted to connect with me, you should have been reached out. If I felt like I wanted to connect with you, I should have been reached out, right? Um, so I'm not gonna do the fakery. I'm not gonna do the let's just go along and do this play. Let's act out this play. Oh, I love you, da da da. And then everybody goes about their business, so you don't hear from these people no more. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of the fakery, and a lot of us chosen ones retire of the fakery. We can't do it no more. Um, so yeah, masks are falling. And this is the time where you got to really protect your energy, but also this is the time where you're taken to the next level in terms of the soldier that God wants us to be or wants you to be. And a lot of times people are like, I don't want to be the strongest soldier, God. I don't want to be the strongest soldier, but you don't have a choice. You chose this path, right? You chose to walk in your chosenness. So there's no turning back. Just like if you was to take a deal with another entity, there's no going back. You chose God, there's no going back, right? So either way, you had to make a decision. And many of us out there, many of you watching, made a decision of what we wanted to do with our life, who we wanted to serve. And that meant disconnecting from the physical realm entirely for some people. And it's not going to look the same for everybody. I recognize that. But for me, baby, it's a complete disconnection. But I'm grateful for my real ones. I'm grateful for my soul family, my soul tribe. I'm grateful for those who just have good intentions for me as I do them. Anyone who pours into me, I'm grateful for you. And I think it's about expressing that all the time. We don't got to wait till them people say, oh, it's time to be grateful. It's time to show people gratitude. No, every day with how you speak to people, with the things you say to people, an act of kindness, all of that goes a long way. It truly does. So I'm sharing this vlog today, this life update, to say, hey, it's your boy. We still doing what we got to do. Holidays can be tough. There's a lot of loss that I've experienced this year, but I've gained a lot too. And that's the key theme. Like there's a lot of loss that I've experienced in this past year, but I've gained a lot too. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful, and I will continue to put my best foot forward and continue to figure out, well, what am I here to do? I know what I'm here to do, but it's more so walking in that, right? Um, and just continuing that journey. So if you out there and it's just you during this time and you're not really with the holiday teams and all that, I just want to say I love you. You are loved. I want to share peace and good vibes with you. And just note that this transformation is going to lead to an abundance. That's the double whammy of this time period. It's a shift that has led to a lot of chaos, a lot of dysfunction, but it has also opened up a portal. And a lot of people are talking about portals right now, and portals opening up to new dimensions and quantum leaping and quantum jumping. So it's like being in a movie when they open the portal and it's like, get ready to go, like the portal's gonna close, but the portal is still open. And so because the portal's still open, there's still the opportunity for you to manifest whatever you want in life, whatever you want in life. You could say abundance, you could say love, you could say health, you could say, prosperity, new business, you could say career growth, whatever it is, creativity, expression, whatever it is. Now is that time. And I'm going to just continue to believe that. I want to share that with those of you out there who this was meant to come across. And we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right. We may be, you know, one in a sea of millions that can actually see what's going on, but our ancestors got us and we're going to be all right. Ashe.